Hey everybody, happy Wednesday night. It is Sandra and we are coming live for Wednesday night power planning. And it's just the one I call that, we're working on our mindset middle of the week, that kind of a thing. And so we're going to go ahead and jump in. I've got a really cool topic for tonight that I want to get to in just a little bit, but let's go ahead and jump in and let's do our 3 to 5 things that we are grateful for in the last 24 hours. And I'm going to share one with y'all that I'm grateful for that is about to happen for our family tomorrow. Oh, thank you, April. Our nephew and his wife are having triplets tomorrow at noon. And they are healthy. They are all right around 4 to 4.5 pounds. They are going to be taken at 34 weeks because their mama is not even 5 foot tall and they're running out of room. But they are healthy. And so they're actually getting to be able to be born in our hometown. And they're not going to have to go to Fort Worth like they had originally thought they were going to have to. But she was telling my daughter about the team of doctors and nurses and so forth that it's taking. So each baby is going to have like their own massive team as soon as they're born. So we're super excited. But that's one of my things I'm grateful for in the next 24 hours. But anyway, so I thought I would share that with y'all. And if y'all would add that to your prayers for a safe and special, safe delivery for all of the babies tomorrow. Okay, I got 3 down. One of the things I was grateful for today is Thrivers, we're always busy but there are days that we have just kind of those days where maybe we have run and run and run and you do end up getting tired. And today was one of those days where I did not get everything accomplished that I had planned on doing today, but it was okay. My body needed to just kind of slow down a little bit. And when my alarm went off at 5:45 today that asked, have you earned your rent today? I had to look at it and go, no, I'm going to have to finish earning my rent before I go to bed tonight. I don't have a lot of things I have to finish when it comes to my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and so forth. But I do still have a couple of things that I need to check off the list before I can go to bed tonight. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go into your IMs, and I've really been a lot more conscientious about actually writing them down each day rather than just saying them out loud. For me, I tend to do better when I write something down. That way it's going into my mind and staying there longer. Oh, who's this written by? Greg. Okay, so you should have had your IMs done there. And today, for some reason, I was able to come up with just a whole lot more positive IMs for myself than I typically do. I think it's because I'm just being a lot more intentional about it. Now, let's see, what is today? Today is the The 21st, holy moly. Okay, the 21st. All right, so let's go ahead and go into our cloud we do have one more auto ship before the end of the month, and that auto ship date is coming Sunday. However, if you do have people that are auto shipping, you want to let them know before now, by now, just start having those conversations with them. It's for a while, I was having the majority of my auto ships come at the end of the month, and then some kind of pushed it to the 5th of the month. And so it's been kind of nice. I get a huge crux of my auto ships on the 5th of the month, which is nice. It starts my month off super quick. I have a couple for the 25th, and so I need to make sure that I'm following up with those ladies and having conversations, not just about their auto ship. All right, so we're going to log in and we're going to take a look at our QV really quick. Scroll down if you've logged in. Scroll down to your business dashboard or business snapshot. I always call it the wrong thing. Take a look at your QV. Now my QV has not changed since yesterday. So that lets me know, Sandra, got to get moving. It's not bad. It's just, I want it to move. All right, we're going to take that number and we're going to divide it by 21 because today's the 21st of the month. Okay, to get my number. Then you get that smaller number. Mine is a solar calculator, so I have to get it close to the sun, to the light. Take that smaller number, multiply it by 31 days. 31. Okay. All right. Now I've got my rate of run. That kind of gives you an idea of where you're going to end the month at. If it is in line with your goal, awesome. If you're just a tad short of your goal, that lets you know, okay, I've got some things I can do and I can bust some things out here. We don't have to have Lavelle throw out a promo for us. It was this time last month that I threw out a promo, buy two, get one free. And I gave them the credits up until I ran out of credits for the buy two, get one free. I think I offered it to like the first 5 people. That way, I knew I wasn't going to run out of necessarily run out of the credits. And that way I could kind of see where I was before I offered it, out to the next 3, so forth like that. There's a lot of things that you can be doing right now if you want to throw out some kind of a simple little promo. It can be a matter of, you can, if you've ordered chill and for the next order, whatever, they'll get 7 free packages of chill, something like that. I remember whenever Black Label first came out, Tammy had done a promo because I had only been thriving for a couple months when Black Label came out. And she did a promo where if you had an order of whatever, then you could have your name put into the hopper to win a sheet of Black Label. So we were all like, we want that Black Label. It can be something as simple as that. It doesn't have to be anything big. I mean, y'all know my story. $25 in credits made a difference. Okay, so you've got your birthdays written down. Have you done your birthdays? Are you behind on your birthdays? If you're behind on your birthdays, then I'm going to challenge y'all tonight to get caught up on those. And I don't know if I got a chance to thank Sonia because she was not on here last week, but 2 weeks ago, she hosted this one for us. And I really appreciated that. It was my husband's birthday. That gave me an opportunity to be able to just focus on him that night instead of going, oh, hang on, I got to go do my Zoom, because bless his heart, he gets that a lot. And so this way I could make it a day all about, Charlie and everything. So I appreciated that, Sonia, so, so much. It just took kind of a little bit of a off my shoulders for a little while. So I really appreciated that. We've been taking a look at our friends list. And one of the things I've been thinking about is sometimes quantity isn't necessarily quality. I've been challenging y'all to increase your friends list, but in the Sort of 4 group, one of the things that they've challenged us to do is clean up our friends list. And so I have been working on that. It is a task for sure. One of the things they talked about was if, you've got someone you're friends with and all they have is that little white ghost person, like the little ghost outline, whatever, to unfriend them if they've not even bothered to put a picture. There's a couple of people that don't have their picture in there, but it's because they're very, very private. And so those are the couple of folks I have not unfriended. There are people that there's no reason that I still need to be friends with them. And so I have unfriended them. There are a lot of people that I've just began unfollowing for a little bit, because last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if you scrolled on my Facebook feed, I had nothing but Thrivers. And I'm like, wait a minute, back off for a second. You know, it's great that way I can go like all their stuff, but that means they're the only ones seeing my stuff. And so it's okay if you need to unfollow. There's some people you definitely want to stay friends with. Like I'm still friends with Sonia, but I can go unfollow Sonia for a few days, and that's okay. She may need to unfollow me for a little while, and that's okay. But if you want to go follow them again or check in on them, you can just pull their name up and you can check on them, see if there's anything you need to comment on, whatever. But if you do decide you're going to follow them again a little bit, don't click follow on every single one of them, because guess what's going to happen? Your feed's going to pop up with nothing but Thrivers. Okay. So that's just kind of some helpful tidbits. Sonia and I have really been diving into Reels and Instagram. I don't know, Candace, or Charlene, sorry, I saw Candace was going to be on here earlier. Charlene and April, if y'all are doing much with Instagram. You know, one of the things that we have even seen over the last couple of years is that with Facebook and with Instagram, you know, with Facebook, you used to could just do like some words and your stuff would get shared out. And then now you had to like make it a picture, you know, in the last couple of years. If there wasn't a graphic tied to it, then your stuff was not getting shared as much. Oh, Charlene, you know what, let me tell you something, Charlene. You're not feeling miserably right now, okay? You are not, because I am even trying to keep up with Sort of 4, okay? So girlfriend, I'm having to just choose like a video a day or every 2 days that I can watch and then try to implement something. There's no way that we can watch all those videos and try to implement everything all at once. It just definitely gives you a to-do list. You know what I mean? So I hope I'm saying it right. I don't know if it's Charlene or Charlene. So you're not feeling miserably. I promise you. There's a lot of content, and like for me, it's not popping up in my feed. I'm having to go search for it in order to find, oh, okay, Charlene. Okay, that I was doing it right. Okay, good. But with Instagram, there's so much that you can learn and do in Instagram. YouTube is going to be your best friend. And if you go in and just say, you know, there's something that you don't know how to do, I definitely am a visual learner. So I will go into YouTube and I'll say, show me how to do such and such in Instagram. And there'll be a video. There's going to be a ton of videos that you can watch. And so I can watch that and I can see how to do it, and they're showing you with the screen, because I'm visual, this big time. And it helps me to learn, but also what helps me to learn is getting in there and diving in and then attempting it on my own. If I get stuck, then I can ask somebody who's gotten it and says, you know, say, well, how did you tweak this? And maybe that's something that one of those videos I was watching never did kind of comment on. Sonia is a motorcycle mama. Okay. If y'all did not know that, she rides Harleys. And she lives not even 5 minutes from my house. Her Harley is huge. Y'all, I would lay it down in the road. Okay. I can't even ride a bicycle. So, but her reels in Instagram, the last 2 that I've seen, had to do with about being on the road, being out, you know, on her Harley and different things like that. And they're phenomenal. Your social media, you wanted to show all aspects of you. And like Tammy Battaglia, our leader, a couple weeks ago, she was like, think about the different things that you could have a conversation about, which we've talked about this a little bit in here. You know, topics that you're passionate about or that you feel like you've got some knowledge of. She was referencing something that I've shared with her before, being a former school teacher. If you are knowledgeable about something to the point that you can tell someone else about it, and you're able to explain to them in XYZ, you know, that whole each one teach one. Well, if you're this knowledgeable about something, then this is a topic that you're an expert at. You may not feel like you're a full-blown expert, but you're an expert. So these 3 to 5 different topics, if you made a list, I guarantee you, y'all are going to come up with about 13 to 15 topics. I'll give you an example, just so that if you're kind of having a hard time getting your brain thinking. So now Tammy does gardening with flowers. I don't do gardening with flowers. I do vegetable gardens. Um, Taking, elderly parents, if your child is having difficulty with school, that's something that I am completely impassionate about and can have lots of conversations about, having been or being a retired teacher. And decorating and redoing stuff, repurposing furniture, that's one of my go-tos. I've got all the tools. I got all the tools out in the garage. um, I like to cook. I like to can, so I'm in canning groups. um, y'all love to travel, and then y'all know that I love going home to Texas. Small business owner. I'm a wife. I'm an empty nester. So these are all of these topics that I can speak to. What topics can y'all speak to? Okay, so when you kind of narrow it down to 3 to 5 topics, these are things where you're going to kind of start honing in a little bit, and some of your social media is going to be more about these types of things mixed in with your Thrive, so that people can see who you are. Okay, because we're more than just Thrive. That's a product of us. We're a product of Thrive, I should say. And so people want to be able to see who you are and who's the person that they are going to connect with the most, with your Thrive sprinkled in. And in Instagram, and starting with reels, some of y'all may already be doing TikTok. I'm not there yet. Okay, I just did my first reel last week. They say it's like the same thing, but it's like whatever. Now I did get freaked out. I did an Instagram yesterday that had my grandson in it, but Sonia, I don't know if you saw it, but his face was not showing. Okay, his full on face was not showing, but it showed me where somebody had shared it. And that freaked me out because I didn't know who shared it. And I'm like, that's my grandson. And so I was trying to figure out how to like take it down, because I don't want anybody to share it, but I found like a privacy setting to where it couldn't be, you know, reshared or whatever. But he had gone somewhere and he'd gotten all these Curious George stickers. I guess they came in the back of a coloring book, and he had them all over his shirt. He had them on his head. And all of a sudden I went, I wear stickers too. And so in between his pictures of him with his stickers on, I had pictures of me with my DFT showing. And the song that I picked to go along with it, I was like praying that it's not part of a nasty song, because I don't know some of this music. But it was like, check it out, something, check it out, whatever. And it was so super simple. But you'll get some really great ideas for your posts or for your reels. With the reels, it's that video. So now not only do you have your words that are taking precedent and then your pictures, you got video that's taking more precedent. If y'all use Canva, that's an app that you can get on your phone, and it helps you to do different graphics and things like that. Canva has an animation. I don't pay for Canva, by the way. I have the free version. If I don't get it free, I don't get it. Okay. But they've got an animation version. So in between, if you're trying to do a reel, or you're posting a reel and you don't want everything to be a reel, then this Canva animation is great that you can use, kind of sprinkled in between there. Let's see, Sonia, just trying to think of how I can get Thrive sprinkled in my motorcycle post. Oh, hey, do you have like a little, somewhere up near the front, do you have a place where you have for a water bottle or a drink carrier or something? Okay. I don't know what size it holds, like a regular size water bottle, I'm going to guess. Stick a regular size water bottle in there, have your Activate or what have you, your blast already in there, and then the open package kind of tucked in, and take a picture of it while you're on your Harley. This keeps me hydrated while I'm driving, riding. Thirst, you could use Thirst. So that would be something that you could do. Yeah, even the Thirst. I am going to have to try Thirst again, because my sodium level is really low right now and it's causing some issues. But first time I tried Thirst, I didn't like it. It tasted like salty grapes. So I don't want to order a whole box. I'm just going to see if I can bum a package off of, but I will tell you this, word to the wise. If y'all have the sublingual gel packs, don't leave them in a Ziploc baggie for an undetermined amount of time in your purse. They implode and they will get all inside your purse. You just don't want that mess. Yeah, Thursday is great for bikers in the heat. Yeah, that was the biggest mess I had to clean up last night. Y'all have no idea. Okay, so back to quality of your friends versus quantity. As you're starting to put some of these reels on, you're going to notice that the number of views on this are crazy. I had 6,900 people view the video of Grant with the stickers and me. Okay. Now that doesn't mean I have 69 people following me now, but let me see I think it's called interactions or insights or something like that. Let me go to my Instagram really quick. You will start getting more notifications of people following you. Now, I will be honest, I do look to see who some of these people are. And it's been played 6,952 times. Unmute, Sonia.
Where do you find that?
Okay, so if you go to your Instagram and you go to the reel, let me go to the one that I did not take down. Oh, let me go to this one. Okay. So here's this one underneath over here on this side. It'll say view insights underneath your reel. Unmute.
Do you open the reel?
No, I didn't have to open it. I'm just on my page, so to speak, on Instagram.
So the home page.
My home page. And then I'm on that. If I were scrolling, then you would start seeing people's other stuff, whatever. And it says over here above the heart and the like button or the send message, whatever, there's blue wording that says view insights.
I don't see my Instagram. I don't see that reel.
Do
I have to go into my, go to
your little picture person here at the bottom.
Okay.
Go to your picture person here at the bottom. Scroll and find your reel.
Okay.
Click on it. That's okay. Click on it. And then above where the heart is, do you have a little blue wording that says view insights? Okay.
No.
Okay, then click on your.
But I do see numbers like in the corner.
What kind of numbers do you see?
Would that be views?
It could be.
I don't know if you can.
Do you have a Droid or an iPhone?
iPhone.
Okay.
See the numbers?
Yeah, now that tells you, I think, how many people have seen it. But there's also, okay, and I think, now the one for Grant that I did, I went to the hearts, and if I click on it, it opens it up over here like I'm in stories, and these three little dots, if I click that, it will say view insights, and it will give me that info as well. Sorry, y'all can't see it. It's hot. It's like bright.
Oh, I found it. Yes. Okay.
But as you are seeing these people follow you, double check. I mean, click on their name. And if it looks like it's somebody that they only have 4 people following them, but they follow 4,000, okay, creeper alert, block them. And I block them and along with any other accounts that they could ever make, that kind of a deal. April, I'm guessing Meathead is your dog. So, but just like if you've got your DFT, put it on your hand and hold the leash while you're walking him and take a picture. We're just, we're heading out for a walk, whatever. And people are going to see your sticker. That's one way that you can incorporate it. So I'm not sure, Charlene, if you've played a lot with reels. Sonia and I really just started like last Thursday. Seriously, last Thursday. I've only done 2. Actually, no, I lied. I reshared a Mel Robbins video as a reel. and it got about 3,000 to 4,000 views, but it was really good. It was on Thursday. I believe it was last Thursday. It said something about "you are amazing." And it was just a really cool thing that I felt like, you know what, people need to hear this today, because everybody needs positive. So, okay, it is already 7:56 and I don't want to like miss out on getting to talk about this really quick. So, two things. There is a promo that went into your emails from Le-Vel that people have. There are 20 people whose names are going to be drawn. And I want to pull up the info here so I make sure that I tell you exactly. It is a Thrive in Social Media promotion. It starts today and it goes through next Wednesday. Type up and write up your story, post it on your wall. But remember, you got to keep in mind compliancy. You've got to keep it compliant. And there's two things that it's got to have in there that you've answered. Why did you start thriving, and what happened after you started thriving? Be sure that you include the hashtag social or Thrive Social at the end of your thing. It doesn't have to be massively long, because as we know, if it's massively long, ain't nobody gonna read it. Okay. You don't necessarily have to send this one to your My Thrive Experience at Le-Vel.com. You can just post it on your own social media. Be sure you put hashtag Thrive Social. Now, if it is so good that you're like, oh my gosh, I need to send this to Le-Vel, I haven't ever sent my story, then what you'll do is you'll get it typed up, send it to your immediate upline first. Let them check it for compliancy and that kind of a thing. And then once they say, oh yeah, or tweak this, because we know that they will want you to change this part, XYZ. Send it to My Thrive Experience at Le-Vel.com. You never know. You never know. And it is such an empowering thing when your story gets shared to the Le-Vel Facebook fan page, and then you can share it to your wall and go, oh my gosh, y'all, look, they put me on the fan page. You know, it gives you some clout and some credibility. I am listening to a book right now, not trying to jump gears here. I don't know if you all have Audible. Audible does cost money, but one of the girls on my team, Gwen, found a place where you can read books and download books, and it is free. So once I post the recording of this, then I'll include the name of that, because she put it in our team page, but I can't jump into my team page just right this second. So I'm listening to a book by Craig Groeschel. I don't know how to say his last name, but it's spelled Groeschel. It's called Winning the War in Your Mind. It's about a 4-hour book. Not bad. His voice is really nice to listen to. It is more faith-based, okay? So, he will make reference to scriptures and so forth, but it is a fabulous book. So last night I was listening to part of this before I went to bed, and then I got up this morning and I was listening to some of this. So I want you to think about this. If you've ever driven on a dirt road and there's mud, somebody's probably driven before you and there are ruts in this muddy road, okay? And this is what he was talking about. So when you're driving on this road, where is your car gonna go? Your car is gonna ride right in those same ruts that the previous car had been in. Oop. And so he was talking about how in our brain, we have neural pathways in our brain. And those neural pathways are like ruts in our brain. It's kind of like when you've got a dog in the backyard and the dog makes the same loop all the way around the grass. What ends up happening? It leaves a rut. The grass disappears, and so when the dog goes out, does the dog go anywhere else? Nope, just goes right back into the same place. Inside our brain, these neural pathways are the ruts that we have in our brain. When you are saying, I'm not good enough, you've created a rut in your brain. And instead of it being easier for you to think, oh yeah, I am good enough, you go right back to your normal ruts. And so when we start something new, it always feels awkward because that's not the rut that we're supposed to be in, that we're used to being in. And so you have to do this thing repeated over and over and over again to create the new rut in your brain. I don't know if y'all remember, several months ago, I was talking about getting, it's time to move on to new books on the bookshelf. Do you remember when I talked about the new books on the bookshelf? Because like if I take a look at my books, the books on my bookshelf, it's like, I always call them the you don't suck books. I mean, yes, they're perfect. Oh gosh, I'm hung up. The personal development and what have you, but it's the things over and over again that, you don't suck. Okay, well, guess what? You don't suck at this point. It's time to get to the new books. So here's my point. The I ams that you say every day, that you're writing down every day, those are helping create the new ruts. Now, if you're like, I can't get out of 4K, okay, when you say, I can't get out of 4K, you're keeping yourself in that rut. I always think to myself, I can't seem to get past 12K. I can't seem to get past 12K. Well, when I do that, I'm keeping myself in my 12K rut. So what I have to do is I have to almost wreck the car, is what I'm going to say, to get out of that rut. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to be a lot more committed to what I'm doing to get myself into a different and a new rut that's going to elevate me higher. Is it going to be awkward? Oh, yeah. Is it going to take me out of my comfort zone a little bit? Yes. But I would rather be outside of my comfort zone than be stuck inside of a muddy rut. And when he was talking about that, I was like, OMG. Yes, he's so right. Okay, Charlene says, Will Smith says in one of the most motivation videos I listen to, that you have to win the war against your mind before you win the war against the world. It is so true. It is so true, because every single one of us, God is equipped. We are capable. The only thing that holds us back is us. When somebody ticks us off, that's when we're like, oh yeah, let me show you. I'll do it twice and take pictures. It takes something like that. So in order for us to move out of the rut. Yesterday, my devotional talked about when somebody does something wrong to you, you want to bite them. I'm paraphrasing, okay? And I'm redheaded. Somebody pisses me off, I'm going to bite them. And so I have to get beyond the wanting to bite people. And remember, there's two sides to every story. And also, wanting to always bite keeps me in a rut. I tell you, I've had some big aha personal moments here in the last 24 hours. Let me just tell you, 36 hours. So I want you to kind of think for just a second, what kind of rut do you have yourself in with the neural pathways in your brain? What are you going to have to do to change that thinking? And it's going to feel really awkward at first, but that's okay. Because pretty soon, when you keep going in this direction, and this direction, and this direction, you're going to have a new pathway. That new pathway is going to catapult you to be ready for thinking even higher. And you're going to be ready to move into a new and make a new rut, a new neural pathway in your brain. And I was like, oh my gosh, mind blown. Mind blown. So even if it's I've seen some of our big leaders read, millionaires and women millionaires in business or something like that. So we got to get past reading the you don't suck books to reading the books that you're going to see a 200K read, that you would see a millionaire read. Those are the books that we need to read. I know. I've got this list of books over here and I've finished, I think, one. So even if you have to find a short book, you know, and who knows, I may even go back and read Bottom of the Pool, because there are some things in Bottom of the Pool by Andy Andrews that will actually move me out of part of my rut and into the next path I've got, you know, because I only have 50 jillion tabs on that book, right? You know, then the other book that I have up there that is a super fast and easy read is the one that's, hang on, I got to put my cheaters on, or my readers. Oh, Exactly What to Say. That's a teeny tiny book. And it's got super short. I don't think it's in my bedroom. Hold on. Well, I cleaned my desk, y'all.
You know who that's by?
Exactly What to Say. Yeah. Hang on just a second. I gotta find it, or let me look on the board. Yeah, Phil M. Jones. Phil M. Jones wrote Exactly What to Say. I think I got it off of Amazon for like $9, but it is maybe even cheaper than that. It's a super short read because there's like one little passage on each page, and it's in print this big. Then there'll be like a little bit of excerpts that have to do with that passage and how you can utilize it in, you know, in your business. And I heard one of the girls say on the Sort of Four videos, or Jennifer Zant maybe even said it last week, you know, the term network marketing can sometimes have a negative connotation. And she calls it something along the lines that she's in the communication business, or that she's in the connections business, you know, because she's just connecting people with people and making friends. She's in the making friends business kind of a thing. But I want you to think about, what do you need to say to yourself starting tomorrow that's going to start putting you into a new path? What do you need to say to yourself tomorrow? Do you need to change up your I ams? Are your I ams not pushing you far enough? I think a lot of times our I ams we tend to be safe. You know, I am worthy. Okay, yes, we know you're worthy, but let's get you to be a badass. Okay. I am a customer signing guru. I am helping new customers right and left, you know, or however you need to say it, just kind of adjust that. But we are down to less than a minute, and it is going to cut us off. And, but I hope that that was something that was helpful, because when I heard that, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to share this with everybody. I got to share this with y'all, because it was that good. But anywho, anything else for the good of the cause before we hop off? Nope. Okay. Hope everybody has, oh yeah, Sonia, what'd you
No,
go?
I was just
Oh,
gonna
you're
wait.
great. Okay. Hope everybody has a great week, and I will see y'all next Wednesday. Okay. See y'all
right,
then.
bye-bye.
Bye.